guys, welcome back to our channel. We're the Garso Twins. I'm Britta.
And I'm Carly.
We would love it if you would subscribe down below and hit the bell so you're notified when we upload. Today we have a fun video. We are talking all about Kjaer Weis products. They have a red lipstick extension that we're really excited to swatch and review, and then they sent us some other things that we're going to review, and then of course if you watch our videos you know that their blushes are already my #1 favorite cream blush, but I put that in this video too so we can like re-review it and show you the application of all the products. So let's get into it. We also wanted to mention that we have a discount code. So with the code GARSO20 on KjaerWeis.com, you can save 20% off your purchase. And this goes from, I'm just looking at the dates, 10/18 to 11/10. So we will have that information down below. If you want to come back and reference this video, always feel free to DM us. And we'll try to put the code also in like our link in bio on Instagram.
Oh yeah, we should
if
do
we
that.
remember to do that. Yeah, because that's always kind of a good way to find our codes that we have, discount codes. So we're excited to offer that to you guys if you're interested in picking anything up. Okay, so they have a lipstick collection called the Red Edit lipsticks, and they had 4 existing reds, and they did an extension, so now they have 8 shades total with 4 new shades, and we love red lipstick.
It's our favorite.
Yes, we don't get to wear it that often because I don't know, it's so hard because you want to say there's a time and a place, but really I feel like you should be able to wear red lipstick anytime.
Well, I was gonna say that besides, like, I actually feel like I wear nudes and reds just the same amount. I just rarely wear anything else. It's
That's true.
Either a nude or a red.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I feel like reds, I love that most of them are flattering, which I don't find with nudes. Like you guys know, we're so picky about nude lipsticks. We like a certain shade, we like a certain undertone. With reds, I feel like I can wear any red and feel like good about myself in that lipstick.
Like, we love red lipstick, so this was like really exciting.
Yeah,
for us,
super exciting. They are so beautiful. So I guess we'll insert kind of like our normal swatch video.
Yeah, if you
watch our lip swatch videos, we usually swatch them all on our lips so you can see what they look like. Yeah, so we'll just talk about them here and then we'll insert the swatches. But the new shades are Euphoria, which Carly is wearing. I love it.
It's like a bricky red, would you say?
Yes, but once it goes on, I feel like it has a little bit of coral in it. It's like a coral brick red. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
really
it does
unique.
look like
it has some,
really unique.
It looks like it has some like warmth to it. I'm wearing the shade Authentic, which I love.
I love it. It's like a berry red.
Yeah. And they smell really, really delicious. These are all organic too, which is cool. I feel like there's not very many luxury organic brands. And then we have Confidence, which is obviously like a very bright red. And then Fearless, which I feel like is a true red. Yes, it's a blue red. I swatched this one and I was going to put this on, but then this one was just a little bit more unique to me, so I put. But these are really lovely and they come in refillable packaging. And the thing I love about that, well, obviously it's more sustainable, but this doesn't look like a refillable component. We obviously work in the beauty industry and we do packaging and like formulas at our job. And so we've seen refillable packaging before and it usually looks eco-friendly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't look luxe like this, so I think that's really awesome. Well, this is so luxe. Like this cap, it has like a debossed logo in the top and has their like slant that I feel like everyone knows them for, and then it's really weighted and heavy.
Yes.
Well, it's Zamic packaging, right? Which is kind of like ceramic, if you're unfamiliar.
Yeah, it's
and
nice.
the price, we haven't said the price yet. They're $48 each, and the refill is $30. So you're definitely saving a pretty good amount by just buying the refill. And like Carly said, the package is so nice that like you would have no point. You wouldn't ever want to repurchase it because you're like, I feel like you would feel guilty throwing this away, you know?
I do feel like, yes, that's expensive, but you clearly are paying for a lot of it, the packaging.
Yeah.
And it truly is the nicest lipstick I own.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I don't,
so nice.
like, a lot of, even like other brands that are more luxury and they have like refillable nice packaging, it's not as like heavy and nice as
Yeah,
this.
I love how heavy it feels. Something about something being weighted, just in your mind, you like associate with a higher price point, I feel. Okay, and here are the 4 swatches on our lips. I know we're wearing them now, but we just wanted to insert swatches like we usually do, so let's insert those now.
want to get into the formula a bit because you probably want to know what it feels like. So these have rosehip seed oil,
shea butter,
like very nourishing, hydrating ingredients.
Yeah, and
like we said, they're organic. And I definitely think that you can tell that there's butters in it because they go on like really creamy, and they're kind of like, I don't want to say thick, but they're like a creamy formula. It's not like one of those like super thin matte formulas, you know the type. And it's not really one of those like super thick dewy formulas. It's more like in the middle, but it's like creamy with just the right amount of cushion, and it feels.
But didn't you find that there was really like no tug in application either?
Yeah.
I felt like when I put it on, like it's really creamy. Like for a satin lipstick, like Carly was mentioning, you know, like those really glossy lips that have a lot of cushion and the product like lays down pretty effortlessly. When I looked at this, I didn't think that it would be so effortless to apply. Like no tugging, it just glides down perfectly, and it's really buildable. I feel like one layer is not sheer, but a light coverage.
Yeah.
And then if you do like another layer, it builds up with more intensity. And I didn't have to blot my lips either. I do that with so many lipsticks because it feels kind of heavy.
Yeah.
This didn't feel heavy to me.
Yeah, it doesn't feel heavy, but it definitely,
So
like,
nice.
I just want to get the point across that it does feel like a creamy cushion.
Yes.
It's not super thin.
Yes.
But it feels really nice. It lasts really well.
Yes, it lasts really well.
And it just feels, like I said,
Smells
it
good.
feels like there's like butters in it. If you know the lipstick types, you know what I'm saying. Like a classic stick lipstick, but like better because it's like really comfortable and it's clean.
I put it also over the lip liner, which we'll get into that
You'll
formula
see that.
later.
I put it in the clip. I can insert it here.
Yeah, but that, okay, yeah, so Carly will insert the clip of her applying the lip liner
And the lipstick,
on top. But the lip liner is definitely a matte formula, dry
Yes.
matte formula, which we like in a lip liner. Don't get me wrong. We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll
review
get into
later.
that. It's great.
But it, like my lips felt pretty dry and matte after I applied that. And then when I applied the lipstick over top, at first, I felt like it looked a little bit like drier, but then once the lipstick kind of like melts into your lips and like your skin, now it feels pretty weightless. Like I don't really feel it on my lips.
Yeah, I felt the same thing. Like, I wouldn't say there was a tug like Britta said. There's not really like a tug.
No.
But it wasn't like a glossy lipstick. So I did have to like, you know, like this.
But that's what I like in a lipstick. You guys know we don't love
But then
glossy.
once it like sits on your lips and like kind of like melts with like the heat of your skin, it really does just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just the butters. It's like feels like
and the
comfortable.
oils, the butters and the oils.
And I would say this is like a true satin lipstick.
Yeah,
I
agreed.
don't think, it's definitely not matte and it's definitely not high gloss. It's like a true, like I said, it's like a great classic lipstick.
Yes.
Which you cannot go wrong. I feel like people get so creative these days with like all these like different finishes, but we've always been, I mean, we'll talk about like the lip liner, but like love a good wooden pencil, love a good classic lipstick.
Yeah.
Like that's just the type of makeup we like. So
And something personally, like Carly mentioned, like we wear a lot of nude lipsticks and then we also love reds, but I also feel like in a nude lipstick, like I, you know, could gravitate towards like middle of the road brands.
Yeah.
But there's something really special. Like I feel like these lipsticks would make a great gift. Like I feel like buying a luxury red lipstick just makes sense to me.
It's so funny that you say that because all of my favorite red lipsticks I own, these now included, are luxury brands.
Yeah.
Because there is something so much extra special. It's kind of like, if I'm gonna buy like a really expensive lipstick, well, I'm gonna get the red because then it's like the red I wear to like a wedding, the red I wear to like on Christmas, like it's just, or like all the time. Like we really do wear red lipstick all the time.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah, so these I'm like pleasantly surprised with. Are we doing our rating?
Oh yeah. Do we do this out of 5? I never forget.
I think it's out of 10.
I never remember. Okay, I think you're right. I think it's out of
What's
10.
your rating out of 10?
A 9?
Yeah, I was gonna say 9 too.
Yeah, I think the only thing not making it a 10 is that it is quite expensive, so it's not like, you know, it's not like something everyone will be interested
Yeah.
in spending the money on, but like we said,
The formula is really nice.
The formula is really nice, and it really is the nicest lipstick
And I really
packaging
like that it's
I own.
refillable. I think that it's amazing. I feel like more brands should kind of be headed in that direction, and I know more brands will. It's hard. Like I said, we work in the industry.
Yeah.
We know it's hard to make that adjustment. But especially something that looks this nice. That's
I even love, like,
eco-friendly.
I usually love magnetic packaging, but this clicks.
Yeah.
And it's like a nice
Yeah,
click.
I like that too.
There's something about it.
It's good, you guys.
So yeah, we really love these. We are so happy that Kjaer Weis sent this to us, and we're excited to talk about some of their other products too, because like Harley said, she's loved the blush for a while, but we actually had never done like a deep dive into what else they offer. Yeah, the brand overall, and we have some thoughts. So let's get into the rest of the review. Okay, we're gonna start off hot here.
Yeah,
this is our favorite.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
Yeah, but they sent us the lip pencil, and this may seem mundane to some people, but we love lip liner. If you watch our channel, you know this.
Oh, do we love it.
And we love wooden lip pencils, not plastic.
They're our favorite.
Not like hybrid. Like, we love a wooden pencil. They are our favorites. I don't care if it's boring.
Yeah.
Like, this is just what we
People
love.
are such haters on them, and I like want to defend myself through the screen.
I know, people hate, they say they hate sharpening them, but in my mind, I just feel like
it's like fresh every time.
yeah, and then you
I
can
don't
get like
it.
a perfect point. Anyways, we digress, but again, like the actual pencil itself, which you are kind of like limited with deco, but it is like a nice shape. It has like a rounded end with the color indicator.
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
I actually like that more than having it on the cap, because sometimes like my caps can fall off, you know?
Yeah, that's true. And then it's a wooden pencil, and then they did make the cap very nice. It has an aluminum eggshell, or not eggshell, aluminum overcap, and then it has a debossed logo in the top, and they're same like slant. The only thing I will say is has this happened to you? We were just in San Diego, and I put this in my purse for the weekend, and it kind of like started to loosen up the cap. So I feel like you really have to like.
With a lot of lip liners.
No, it totally does, but you definitely, because the cap is so heavy, and this is just like a light wooden pencil, you have to like push it on there. But again, stunning packaging.
And we got the color Saturate. 10 out of 10 shade.
This is our shade here.
Yeah.
I mean, we can insert
This is Britta and Charlie Garso in a lip liner.
And like I said, I applied this on camera for you guys to see, but this is the color. It's essentially like a brown with a little bit of pink.
And like peach almost.
Yeah, a little bit of peach.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a dream color
It's
for us.
a dream. As soon as I put it on, I ran into the other room to show Carly when we first got it. I was like, look at this lip liner color.
And I love that it's called
believe it.
Saturate. I can't lie. I think that's so cute.
It's so cute. And I love this formula. Like I mentioned previously, it's pretty matte. It's a little bit dry, but that's what I like in a lip pencil.
It's like a little bit waxy, a little bit dry. It's definitely matte. If you don't like those things, then you definitely wouldn't like this formula, but it's what we look for, because we find that these types of formulas are the easiest to overline a bit. They literally never like get messy or go outside your lip line.
They last forever.
Yeah, they usually are so easy to like fill in your whole lips if you want like an all like day lasting lip color, but they're like thin enough that you can put something on top. Like, this is just what we look for in a lip liner formula.
Yeah.
So we were really surprised by
Shocked.
this.
Shocked. I loved it.
Not like we didn't think it would be good, but you just never know.
Well, the color, because we're so picky about nudes, that I didn't expect to love the color so much.
Yeah.
I thought that the formula would be good, but wow. Yeah, very impressed.
Okay, next is a product that didn't totally work for us, but we want to give you our thoughts. So this is the brow gel, and it's the shade medium brown. Packaging is 10 out of 10. This
Actually, 11 out of 10. I couldn't
love
have
this.
Engineered in my mind a prettier like brow gel.
I love that it's flat on one side.
Yes.
If you guys can see, it's like flat on this side and then round on this side, and then same thing. It's aluminum, and then they have a debossed logo on the cap and a debossed logo on the body.
Or just an aluminum overshell. Yeah.
It's so nicely done. It has like an extended neck. I know we're getting like kind of like nerdy with the packaging, but which always is nice, because then you don't have like, I don't know, it doesn't like fill down here. So, and I even love the shape of the brush. I will say these cone-shaped brushes.
It reminds me of like the Merit one.
Yeah, these cone-shaped brushes are my favorite types, but there's a few things that I just feel like combined didn't fully work for me. So I can insert the clip of me applying it here, and I think you're going to be able to see what I'm describing, but this is a very thin pigmented formula. And I find that when things are thin and they are pigmented, that it can just be, like, you basically have to have like a really tiny brush in order to control the application. Otherwise, because the formula is thin, it's obviously going to like spread further. And because this brush is actually pretty big, it just kind of like spreads a little farther than I wanted it to and became a little messy during application. And then I kind of had to, I mean, like I said, you'll see in the clip, kind of go back in with my finger and kind of take off the parts that I got on my skin. And it wasn't like, you know, extremely hard to use, but I do in a brow gel look for something that's a bit drier and a bit less pigmented if I'm going to use a brush this large, because I just find, like I said, that you can really control the application better. And with this large brush, it just kind of got a little bit out of control when I was applying. But, you know, maybe someone else would love this. It's just not my like preference when it comes to brow gel. But the packaging is beautiful.
Yeah, I felt
What
the
were your
same thing.
thoughts?
Well, you have even bigger brows than me, and
Yeah,
I think I was gonna say, I think that's the reason that it maybe became even so uncontrolled. I feel like, so I talked about it so many times, like Carly can use a lot more brow gels than I can because my brows are smaller and more sparse on the ends. So anytime I see something larger like this, I'm already like, oh, that probably won't work for me. And then like she mentioned, I actually loved the consistency. I loved how thin it was, I will say, because I felt like,
see, I usually look for something thicker and more moussey.
So yeah, I liked the consistency of it, but I did find it to be too pigmented. Maybe in a clear, I would like it more.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing because it did dry down nicely.
Yes, I feel like it feels nicely. It doesn't feel too stiff.
Exactly. It doesn't feel too crisp.
Yeah, so I actually really liked the formula, but I did find it to be too pigmented. And with my brow hairs, especially like on the end, I felt like I could only use the very tip, and then it kind of like deposited too much pigment. I was like struggling to brush it through the hairs because I could only use that tip, or things would have gotten like a little out of hand. So I think it was just a little bit more difficult to work with for my brows personally. But like I said, I actually think the formula is really nice. If it was just less pigmented and a smaller brush, I would really like it. Okay. And the mascara, they actually sent us maybe like a month ago, I want to say, before the rest of these products had come in. So I've tried this definitely a few times now. Again, stunning packaging. I like the black. You know, you guys know, like red. If I ever had to choose between red and black, I love black. But the red looks really nice, is very true to their brand. Again, beautiful aluminum packaging, flat side with their deboss logo. Like, praise them for this packaging. And then when you look at the mascara wand, it is on the fatter side, and it's biggest in the center. Hopefully you can see, biggest in the center, and
You
then
can insert like a close-up.
yeah, it tapers out on both ends, almost like an oval shape. This is a unique brush in my opinion. I feel like not a lot of brands do this, so I think props to them for that. It almost is like a bit flat too, if you can tell. So I think that this gives really nice length. I feel like a lot of the product is dispersed evenly. Like, I didn't experience any clumping with this. I will say it's just not super volumizing, and in a mascara, that's like my #1 that I look for, because my eyelashes are already pretty long, that I want something that's volumizing, that doesn't clump. And this, I feel like, is more of like that natural lash look. Like it you know, separates lashes really well, and also I'll insert
I feel like it like lengthens and defines, maybe.
Lengthens and defines, and it's very black, I should say. For like a clean mascara, it's super black, which I love. I love the color of this. And the longevity, it doesn't irritate my eyes, which a lot of mascaras irritate my eyes, and it lasts really long. It didn't flake on me. So there are a lot of things I do like about it. I just want to point out that if you're looking for like excessive volume, I don't think you'll find this here. But with that said, for like natural lash days, I think this is really nice. I'll insert the video clip of me applying it, and I put it over my eyelash primer because I don't use mascara without primer, so I thought that that was a good way to test it. And having the primer, I feel like, did help to kind of build up the volume a little bit. But you'll see, like, hopefully you can tell on me right now that it just gives like that pretty like fluffy lash appearance, but they're not like super thick, you know what I mean? So I do really like it. My only gripe, I think, is that the brush is so big, and this is, you know, not a real issue, but it just kind of got everywhere. Like, you know, when you're applying mascara and it gets like on your lid, up here by your eyebrow,
any big brush will do that, so not a huge issue. You can clean that up with a Q-tip once it dries, but I did want to mention it because for some people I feel like they want a mascara that doesn't get anywhere so that they don't have to like take the extra time to wipe it away. So I thought I would mention it, but overall I think this is a good mascara if you like that more natural lash look. Okay, so next up are the cream eyeshadows, which you guys know we love cream eyeshadows, so we were also really excited about this product. So I've talked about this when I did their blush review before, but all of their like pan products, you can either like, you can buy like the inner refill, and then you can choose if you want this cardboard red packaging, which I actually think looks really nice. It looks like a faux leather.
They made it really nice.
Yeah.
For being just like a more eco-conscious, more affordable packaging option. Or you can buy their Zamic compact, which is like this material. So it's like the heavier weight, like more luxury compact. But I love that they give you the option.
Yes.
Because if you're not someone that wants like a heavy, more luxury,
like if you want something for travel, this is the way to go.
Yeah, and it's obviously more affordable when you're buying the products. So we got 2 shades. So I'm wearing the shade Ember, which is described as a light mocha with an iridescent light mocha. And I just think it's like a really beautiful taupe. I'll insert myself applying it right now, and we can insert swatches too. But I love that this color, it definitely is like sheer upon initial application, and you'll see when I applied it that I kept going in with my finger and building it up, and I definitely recommend using a finger with these.
Oh, totally.
I think that it's just kind of like a bit too thick and creamy to use a brush. I feel like you can really get into the product with your finger, and you can easily blend it out, as you'll see in the clip, on your eyelid. Like I didn't even need a brush to blend it into the crease. It was just super seamless and easy, and I love this color. This one is Ember, like I said, and it's just kind of like a really light taupe in my opinion.
It reminds me of Maybelline Bad at the Bronze.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that.
Back in the day, we loved that one.
But it has really refined pearl, and I wasn't expecting to like these. Would you want to go over your shade first?
Sure. So I'm wearing Allurine, which is a gold, and I want to say, when you look in the pan, you're like, oh, that's kind of like a brassy antique gold. Not sure how I'm gonna like that. But look at how beautiful this is, like swatched out. It's like my perfect, I want to say like a champagne color almost.
I feel like they both look really dirty in the pan, but they're not.
It's very like, it has some warmth to it, and it's ultra flattering. I feel like this would go with any like makeup look you're doing. I had just like a medium toned brown in the crease, and then I just put this on the lid, and like the combination, it just added like a little bit of shimmer and like gleam to my eyelid. It's just like a pretty shadow.
Yeah.
I don't even know how else to describe it. It's just very pretty. And are you talking about the formula next?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Like the texture to me feels very similar to the blushes. It is sort of this like moussey, pearlized color, like that I've never found in another product before.
Sticky, not sticky, like tacky almost when you like press your finger into it.
Like that, but it's kind of like
Moussey.
That's the moussiness of it. Yeah. And then when it goes on, it becomes very thin on the eye. So they feel very weightless. And like I was going to say,
they definitely dry down. You have to wait a little bit, but they dry down.
What I was going to say is I didn't think I would really like this because I generally like more like matte cream shadows or things that like really lock on because I have really oily eyelids. But I wore the color Britta's wearing all day a few days ago. And yes, it does crease because it is more of like an emollient base, I'd say. But I love that these are like, I always like the look of like glossy lids that people would do, but I never found a product that I wanted to use and like do that effect. And
I agree. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, to me, these are like just a thin veil of like beautiful pearlized color that you can easily apply with your finger, and they give you like a fresh, glossy, like slightly glossy lid look with a little bit of color. Like it's definitely not like high impact color. So I find that this is like perfect for no makeup days.
Yes.
Days where you just want like a little bit of something on your eye. Like I wore that shade to the office a few days ago, and like I said, it creased later in the day, but all I did was like pat it out and it was fine because it's not like this super pigmented eyeshadow. So it's not for like a long day or like a night out for me, but like a day-to-day product. I'm like really impressed by these.
I was really surprised at how much I like this, specifically this shade. Again, like, we're so picky about shades and the tones and undertones of things, and like the lip liner, they nailed that shade, and this Allurine shade,
I love this shade
I
too.
feel like this would literally look good on everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that's really hard to do, and so many brands don't do that well, so I'm so pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it is like a sheer color though. We don't want you to think it's like very like it's not like a traditional cream eyeshadow that has a lot of color. I'll wrap it up with the blush. It's my favorite cream blush. I own probably like 10 different formulas, so you know it's the best. And I just noticed that the shade is really similar to the lip liner shade. So I think what I really love about this brand is their choice in color. We really align to their color assortment, if you will.
Yeah.
And by the way, our camera stopped, which is why.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hopefully you got her whole blush review.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we just have a couple more products to talk about. They sent us 2 of the skincare products. So we have the eye balm, the beautiful eye balm, and I was also really impressed with this.
Yeah.
I
Did you
love
take your
eye
disc
balms.
liner out?
Yeah, which is really snug in there. I actually really personally love eye balms. You guys know we love the Cocoa Kind matcha eye stick and use that kind of like an eye cream. I'll put that over top of my eye cream to like make sure everything's locked in. But this one is even thinner than that. And I saw some reviews saying that they use it like during the day under concealer to like make the under eye smoother. So I tried it that way and it actually felt really nice.
Yeah,
It's
I've only
so
used it
thin.
on nighttime so far.
It's really a thin formula, which again is why I feel like it's a unique eye balm product. So it's so thin, a little goes a long way, and I feel like it does just help to like moisturize the under eyes. There's like rosehip seed oil, lots of oils in here.
It's a lightweight balm.
Yeah. And so I feel like that's why it does work really well during the daytime, which I've never had an eye balm that works during the daytime. So I think because it's a multi-use AM PM product, it's really nice. It does have a light
little
scent to it, but it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
This packaging is stunning. This is the facial oil. Again, you're just paying a lot for the packaging, but like you can tell this glass is such good quality.
Yeah,
it's
like
probably
Italian glass.
Yeah, it's like crystal clear. It's cut so supremely. It has the embossed logo on the side. I mean, this is a beautiful pack. But even the shape is so unique. It's not like a diamond.
No.
There's no name for the shape of this bottle.
Yeah.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So technically a pentagon? Yeah, I guess. Technically a pentagon. You take the cap off and it has this little dropper, which again, even the dropper looks very like delicate.
The cap is like super heavy.
Yeah. And it's just a yellow toned face oil. This feels really nice. I feel like it feels more of like a weighted face oil, do you think?
I actually felt like it was more of a dry oil.
Maybe it is more dry.
Maybe
I
we
used
can
it
have
on a
different
day.
opinions.
I feel like it definitely soaked into my skin really nicely. No, I guess you're right, it is more of a dry oil.
Yeah.
Maybe I just feel like it has some cushion to it.
It has
so it's a dry oil, but it has some like body.
Yeah, I would say that's true. It's not like as thin as some dry oils.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not like one of those oils that you put on and it stays on top of your skin. Like I feel like this one like soaks in pretty
It
well.
does. It soaks in. This one is, I would say, more fragrance than the eye balm.
Yeah,
I always know we try to stay away from fragrance.
Yeah, I think that that's like my main thing with this, is just that it is a little fragrance and we generally only buy unfragranced skincare.
Yeah, but it's really lovely. If fragrance doesn't bother you, this is a really nice oil if like you're looking for a face oil. Okay, and then they also sent us I think all of their brushes, which is so nice. So we haven't tried them all yet, but some standouts right away that we think are like a little bit more maybe on the unique side. The concealer brush, it's the Buffer Concealer. It's very dense and soft, and we love this angled type brush. You guys know I have like the Beauty Pie one that's kind of like this shape, but this one is even smaller than the Beauty Pie, so it really gets like into the inner eye area so nicely. This one's really good. And then the crease brush, this one I find to be interesting because it's longer, like the bristles are longer than a typical crease brush, and it's again like kind of smaller. It doesn't have as many hairs, so I feel like it's a little bit more densely packed, but because of the length, it's still kind of fluffy, so it really like blends the crease easily.
Yeah, this one is the eye definition brush, and I like that it's like really dense and tapered, so you can like put shadow under your eye or like pack color on the outside and then blend with something like a more fluffy brush. Like I just like that it's something that's dense but also kind of wide, so it's not so like small and precise. Yeah, so we'll keep trying these. We'll try the other ones and let you know what our favorites are. Okay, sorry that was so long, but hopefully you guys found this helpful, and we love to hear what products you love from this brand. Yeah, we'd love to hear if you've tried something that we didn't mention, because like we said, we're kind of like just now dipping our toes into Kjaer Weis, and we want to try more from the brand. Again, like the stand-up
should we go over our favorite products?
Yeah, we're the lipsticks for sure, the lip liner, and the cream shadow. Well, yeah, the blush will forever be my favorite.
Okay, yeah,
like I said, the blush is my all-time favorite cream blush. And then I would say the lip liner and the lipsticks. Yeah, so lots of hits in this video. We hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.